Union LA is bringing back their iconic Air Jordan 1 collaboration, but this time it looks like they could be working with Fragment, which could be insane.
Anthony Edwards takes shots at everyone in the new Adidas ad, and he also tells us his top 5 favorite colorways of the AE1.
All that and more in today's episode of the Beyond Kicks podcast. We got Mr. Worldwide in the building, dude. You are all over the place.
Yeah, well, I'm actually going to New York tomorrow morning. So,
yep, that'll do it. Where were you at this past weekend again? Or past week?
Phoenix. SneakerCon Phoenix.
There we go. I love it, man. Yeah. You excited for New York?
Yeah, I am. So I'm heading to New York to film some warehouse content with the Blazing team, and then there's kind of a fun dinner tomorrow night, and then Saturday morning early we are flying to Atlanta, your city, for SneakerCon Atlanta.
Boom, boom. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Dude, have you been to the warehouse before that he has?
Not the new one. No, the old one I have been, but the new one's a lot bigger, and I know they've been there for a while. So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, dude, that's the dream, just to have a big warehouse for all of your things. That's why I get so jealous watching, who has one, Harrison Neville videos. I'm just like, I want a warehouse. Throw all my stuff in there.
I mean,
much easier.
Yes, I agree. But then there's also the stress of the overhead costs. Like for him, it's literally a business expense. Like it's a business. Yeah. Like there's lots of employees. It's in and out. Shipping department basically is there. Like you can't do that in a basement. But like, I don't know. Like it would be really nice to have a studio, but then spend like $2,000 a month to do it.
Exactly. Or just like a Rillo-sized studio where it's just something away from home. You're not constantly surrounded by all the distractions of creating at all times. Because if something comes up at like 8 p.m., I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to start working on a video now. It'd be nice to sort of have that separation between work and life. But
that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Pros and cons. Pros and cons. I also like being able to knock out stuff quickly and easy.
That's true. Yeah, there is pros and cons to it. But SneakerCon Phoenix was solid. I mean, pretty low turnout, I would say, for a SneakerCon, but for us, it was good. I mean, we got a lot of really fun content. The event had the big three, so they had a basketball court there, and there were some people playing, so that kind of helped it out and stuff. And
yeah,
not a whole lot. I mean, it was just another SneakerCon. I mean, we got a month off here in November, which is kind of nice. So
that will definitely
look forward to that. But otherwise, yeah, SneakerCon Phoenix was not bad.
Let's go. Anybody cool show up? Anyone you meet you weren't expecting to meet? I didn't see much coverage.
No. I know Ice Cube was there and Mike Bibby. We didn't link up with them at all. They were doing the basketball deal, but yeah, I know they were there.
That's kind of crazy. Ice Cube's wild. That's random.
He's a big name. Yeah, well, I mean, he's the creator of the Big Three League, the 3-on-3 basketball league. So,
that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder.
But yeah,
have they announced anybody coming to Atlanta?
I don't know, but I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of hip hop artist show up. There usually is.
Yeah, that would make sense. But that would be cool. It's not like I ever interact with those people, but also at the same time, it's like, oh, it's cool. It's cool to say they're in the same room and you get a glimpse of them and the mob of people that follow. But, it won't be too crazy. But Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta, there's a bigger sneaker culture presence there. So,
yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I'm planning on having a fun night with you. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to after the event, if anything.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it always is at all these sneaker events, especially when I'm getting like brought out to the event 9 times out of 10. I'm like, I'm just looking forward to hanging out with all the boys before and after.
Yeah.
I mean, meeting people is top tier. I love it. I love meeting people that actually watch the content and stuff. Yeah, dude, it's so cool. But yeah, anything else going on? Just packing up, I assume.
Yeah, I'll pack either tonight or tomorrow morning, but just content. I mean, there's been put out the Crocs Pokemon ad, which is pretty cool to put out. Pretty fun collaboration there. I was one of the only ones that worked with them on that, so that was pretty
That's
cool.
cool. Dude, that box
That
was
Pokemon
crazy.
comment and stuff. Yeah, I mean, all the comments are on the Pokemon box, so that's I gotta find a place to put that. But so that was pretty cool. And then what else? Yeah, just working on some brand deals. I got some Air Max DNs behind me that I'm gonna start rocking here and kind of get my thoughts on those.
They look so much
some
better.
samples as always. Oh, here we go. I got some new Antas in like 20 minutes ago.
Hey. Oh, I need for the soundboard, I need this is a world premiere button or something.
There you go. That's
that
not
would
bad.
be sick. I
haven't even looked at these yet. So this is the new Antakai Speed. I know what colorway this is because I just talked about them. There you go. I just talked about them on this week. So this is the new Speed silhouette. Pretty cool looking, not gonna lie.
I don't mind that. And that's just inline
cool stuff.
That's just their inline model, right? Like it's not affiliated with an athlete.
Yeah. These are the MC2025 GTs. Ooh, runner.
Ooh.
Runner. This is like a performance running shoe.
I actually really like those.
Yeah, that's like super light. It's got the carbon plate in the middle.
Damn.
Interesting.
I like that thin tongue too. I'm always a fan of that. Colorway's all right, but that model looks pretty solid.
And then lastly, we got the GH5. I think these are a Klay Thompson shoe.
Okay.
Boom. Very, very colorful. Very interesting traction pattern. This is almost like an outdoor traction pattern. I don't know if you can see how deep that red is, but interesting for sure. It looks like it's got a carbon plate, good heel padding, not too visible, some good mesh on the toe box for breathability. So yeah, kind of cool there.
Anta crushes it, man. I mean, honestly, it's really cool to see them starting to. I mean, they've been big, obviously, especially overseas for years, but seeing them actually blow up in the scene and get talked about.
Yeah, they've been doing some good stuff. So yeah, that'll be making a good little video there. And then otherwise, Timberwolves started last night. Took an L. It's all right, but season's back, which is pretty exciting. So
yeah,
gassed up about that. And man, back at it.
Looking forward to it. That's what I'm excited about. Because honestly, like last season was the first time I ever really pursued watching a game. So now I'm like, okay, let's start from the beginning. Yeah, I think it'd be really fun. But looking forward.
Yeah, tune in. Are you a Hawks fan or what's the deal? Who you're rooting for?
At this point, I enjoy watching the Timberwolves more than the Hawks. So
hop on the bandwagon, baby.
I mean, Trae Young's dope. But at the end of the day, Ant-Man's the guy. He's the guy, man.
I'll let you hop on the bandwagon. You didn't go through the days when you buy 2 Red Baron pizzas, you get 3 tickets to the Timberwolves games. That's the days I come from. So it's a bandwagon now. Like, oh, Ant-Man's so sick. But I'll let you hop on. It's all right.
That's all that matters. I do actually. Me and Anna both have Timberwolves shirts because she bought them at the end of last season. So I do at least have some merch. But it's funny.
There you go.
They came in like during that last week, and I think the day we finally wore them was like the last match, and then they lost, and we were like, well, this was a bust, but next season, let's do it.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm really hoping they kind of teased it on TikTok, but I hope they retro we have these old black and green jerseys with like green trees on the collar. I got to find a picture of them that Kevin Garnett wore during like the 2004 season that are gas. And I think they're going to retro them because I need an Ant jersey.
Well, they should now because now they're in, I mean, I don't know if I would say the limelight, but they definitely have way more attention on them than they have in the past. So it's like, yeah, bring back all the cool stuff. Ooh, that's tight. I like that with that green collar stitch.
I like these a lot too, but that was last season they did those. But these, we need these. Yeah.
So they look so mean.
Yeah. But yeah, season's back. Pretty hyped about that. And then Vikes play tomorrow night, which will be pretty fun. So yeah, sports.
Gotta love it. It's that time of year.
Exactly. What about you? What's new with you?
What is new? Last week I finally got another gym membership, so I've been trying to just get out there every morning and get a quick workout in because it is getting boring, like sitting in my chair at my desk all day. And I'm like, dude, I got to get some activity.
I think I got to go to the gym here tonight. I haven't done anything today. Yeah, I feel that.
So it's been nice to just wake up, get out there in the cold morning weather and head to the gym. But that's been a blast. What else has been new? I did get some pickups. I also wanted to pick your mind on cameras because I'm looking and I just can't decide what I want.
I know you've had a few brand deals come through. I think it's time to join the game.
I just can't decide, man. What because you have FX3, right?
I do.
That's
I have it right here.
The staple camera that everyone always has. But I'm nervous because I know it's been out since 2022 or maybe a little earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they're going to come out with its big brother at some point in the near future. So I'm trying to decide if I want to just do FX30, wait a little bit, use it, and then upgrade. Because there's not like that much of a difference.
You have a 6400 right now?
Yeah. So anything's going to be an
upgrade. I don't know the timeline on when they're going to do it. They just came out with the new firmware for the FX3. I was hoping that they'd come out with a new one this fall. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever that new one comes out, I'm getting it as well. I don't know when that'll be because I've already had this for a couple of years now. I love it. I really am really familiar with it. I remember when I first got it, it was a little bit different than the A7 series, but I love it. It's great. It does good photos and stuff like that. But I think the next version is going to be 8K capable because that only makes sense. And it's probably going to be 4K 240 for slow-mo, which is super unnecessary. I mean, I can do 4K 120 and I never even touch that because I'm not doing any action sports or anything like that. But I mean, if you want to get into the full frame range and you want something cheaper, I would get an A7C Mark 1 because you can get them for like $1,200 brand new and it's a full frame. I used to have it. You can shoot 4K 30, has like 24 megapixel photos. Like that's a good like step up from where you're at. Otherwise, I would just get it. We can get you the deal on B&H Creator and just get an FX3. Because, I mean, even if the new one comes out, got the dogs going crazy right now.
Oh, yeah.
Let me shut the door.
You're good. Because I'm curious, because I was looking at the FX30 as well, because it's a significant sort of price difference between the two. And I'm like, it could make sense, but the A7 also looks good. What's the B&H Creator discount again? I haven't looked at that in a minute.
Because it depends on certain time. They just do savings on certain gear. They don't have anything right now for the FX3. It's the original 3,900, but sometimes they do discounts and stuff, a couple $100 off. But I mean, or you could find a used one for a little cheaper. But the thing I was going to say with the FX3, it's like, even if the new one does come out, you could rock the FX3 for 5 years before you really, I mean, I don't need to upgrade at all when the new one comes out. Like this is way more sufficient for social media than I could ever use. And I don't even know if I will upgrade. It's more of just like I love all the gear shit. Like that's why I would upgrade. It's like another hobby of mine. So that would be the reason. But if you want the end all be all, like unless social media upgrades their frame rates and stuff like that, like the FX3 is like,
that's the thing.
You're good. Plus, the big deal that I didn't do for a while was getting a good lens.
Yeah.
This is where the real money is. 16 to 35 G Master 2. This was like $2,300, and it's the only lens I use. But I had the G Master 1, and the 2 is way better. So I mean, just the extra $500 on a second gen lens, I think is worth it more than the body. But lenses will never go away. The body might age out after a while. But honestly, if I were you, I would just get an FX3, get a lens, and just get to work. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm excited for.
It's such a, like, when you first get an FX3, you're like, I don't even know how to use this. This is super intimidating. Like, there's so many different buttons and functions, and it looks so foreign. Then you'll get to a point where you're like, all right, I'm comfortable with this. And then you'll get to the point where it's like, all right, there's so much more I can learn on this. That's kind of where I am, where it's like, what else can I do on this thing? Like, now I'm using shutter angle and like all these different things. Like, yeah, if I were you, I'd just rip the FX3. That would be a little Christmas gift for you.
Yeah, I'll dig into it a little more. I was just thinking about it the other day, and I was like, you know what? It's definitely long overdue. But I'll do a little research and see, and I'll let you know.
There you go. Yeah.
Also got some cool sneakers in.
Let's see them,
dude. The Haribos on the Donish.
Now, where did you get those bad boys?
Adidas sent them over, dude. And you know what's crazy? All of them are samples.
Ooh.
And the box is crazy. It has the sample tag and everything. All that fun stuff.
I can't really see it because it's kind of
know
blurry right now. So that's sick.
Reflective. Got the nutrition facts on the back. You hear the pair bumping around in there. It's crazy. But what they
was that the man that I said that hit me up, was that who sent you those?
It was the agency that I've been talking to through Adidas. So I don't know if, but I know he's associated with them. So I don't know what he would be sending you, but I'm not sure. These two are dope. We've all seen these, but they also sent me a green pair that I've never seen anybody talk about. I've seen like on some websites that they have it as a kid pair, but I've never seen an adult pair. So
is it a sample?
It is a sample. So I don't know what the hell the deal is with that. Say it again.
Oh, I'm just looking here. I see that it's a GS pair.
Yeah, that's all I was able to find. So I have no idea if it's going to be one they announce later, but this is my favorite colorway. I know. I was like, of course I wish this was your size.
Samples, bro.
I was literally telling Anna last night because I was like, oh, I want to show Charlie these shoes so bad, but I also want to just wait and show him on the pod. But also, I wish these were his size because I'd be like, yeah. But if you're collecting and just for collecting's sake, you know,
might be. I could use a little Christmas gift.
Right. We'll see.
I have seen on House of Heat that they do have a green pair and men's sizing listed.
Oh, they do?
Apparently, they're all supposed to release on Halloween. The green pair. It doesn't say anything about the green pair, but it is on House of Heat here.
Interesting. I just thought it was weird because all the marketing promo they did was only around these two. So I don't know.
Maybe that's a friends and family pair or something. I don't know. That's sick though. I like that green pair. Probably. I don't know. I like the white pair a lot, but the green pair is pretty sick.
I do. Like the green pair doesn't look like as much of a collaboration, I feel like. But
I agree. It's kind of the outlier. Maybe that's why it's like a friends and family or something. I don't know.
Still all the same details though. Reflective toe cap, all the Reebok branding. But I thought it was cool. I was expecting one box, and then we got home the other day, and Anna was like, what is this huge box at the door? It's light. And I was like, that's weird. I don't know what someone would be sending me in a big box that's light. And I opened it, and I was like, 3 pairs. That's crazy. So that's cool.
That's always fun.
Yeah, dude. Then we also both got these, the new up there New Balance 860 V2. These, dude, when I first saw the photos online, I was like, it's okay. Like, I don't think it's anything I would wear, but after I've been just staring at them every day since I got them, I'm like, I like them. I definitely need to get some pants that go with it a little more because it is difficult. I mean, you got these like,
yeah, it's an interesting model. I've never had a pair of 860s before, but I like them. I'm gonna bust them out for sure.
Same. The like top down view and how that toe box and like the mesh netting is much more open. I feel like I like that more than the 1906. So I'm curious how they actually feel and wear, but stupid lightweight. Tons of cool accessories too. But I think it's a cool one. That's one of those videos that I'm trying to get knocked out. I finally got caught up with all the brand deal stuff as of like an hour ago. So I'm like, okay, now I can start working on all this other stuff that I've been neglecting and wanting to knock out.
Yeah, no, I totally get that.
It's been insane, but it's a blessing. Can't complain, dude. We're all just trying to survive. But let's see. Outside of that, I think that's it. Nothing too new.
What are you gonna rock to SneakerCon?
That is a very good question. I thought about that like 2 days ago and I have not revisited it. I would love to wear those if I can put an outfit together. I'm supposed to get a new. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I was supposed to get a big care package of new I Love Ugly gear. So I had an outfit planned with all of that, but none of it showed up yet. It's supposed to be at the end of the week. So I'm like, well, that sucks. But yeah, there's too many options.
Yeah, I don't know what I'll wear.
Yeah.
Maybe some 81 lows. I haven't rocked any really of maybe the USA 81 lows.
Those are fire. Those are fire. We'll see. It'll be something either super basic or super hype beast. Which, talking about super hype beast, do you want to dive into today's news?
Yeah, this is not expecting this.
Yeah, I know we kind of talked about it. I don't know if it was last week or a few weeks ago, but because it was rumored.
We have talked about it, but now we're getting official images of these.
Already, the Union LA Air Jordan 1 High. Apparently it's releasing in 2025 now, but we actually got some in-hand photos of these, and I like them. I really like them. I'd wear them. Mix between the Chicago and the Shadows, dude. Like, I mean, you can't really go wrong. To me, it's still kind of it's a little too bit of a hype beastie shoe, kind of in my opinion. But I think it's definitely more wearable than most of the stuff nowadays. Oh, that insole.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I feel like Union's lost its touch a little bit, so it kind of hurts it, in my opinion, just from being as hype as it was. But I really like the Union ones that just came out, the white pair with the crazy woven design in the middle. I like those a lot. So I definitely will grab a pair of these. But yeah, it's I don't know. They still look like fakes right now. Like I'm so used to seeing the original. Like they didn't change anything on them. They just switched the colors. So
it's the same thing with those pink Air Jordan 4s. It's like it's a cool shoe, but every time I see it, I'm just like, yeah, looks like
I've seen fakes of these. So it's like in customs, and I don't know. They're not bad. I don't mind them.
At this point, I kind of wish they did something with the woven pattern again. Because like you said, those are just...
Yeah, they should have ran with that, honestly. And I know a lot of people didn't like that, but...
Who cares?
They should have ran with that.
I was actually using that pair for a check video I was working on last night. And it's like the first time I pulled the actual packaging out of my closet, unboxed it, like did a whole video on it. And I was like, damn, like this box is cool. The paper's cool. The sneaker itself is just sick. Shout out to you again for that. Amazing. But
oh yeah,
it was Christmas last year.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. But just unboxing that shoe is so cool. All the little details. So I wouldn't be mad if they brought it back, but also he can't change that. It's just perfection.
Exactly. Yeah. But we also got a leak that Fragment might be getting involved too, which this is like the ultimate hype beast. Like whenever Fragment does something out on triple collab, it's like, all right, this is peak hype beastness.
Yeah. And it sucks because I think this colorway is amazing because, like I've said before, I'm more of a blue guy. But when I think of Fragment, like you said, on any shoe like this, I'm like, oh, this is the peak. This is the hype beast shoe, which means it is a shoe.
It's peak hype beast. I mean, you can't like it's top notch. Like you can't beat Fragment, Union, and Nike all in one.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think this was necessary. Personally, I would have loved to just see like a UNC version, you know? Didn't have to be Fragment.
That would have been cool. Yeah, just I mean, one I would have liked to see like a metallic mashup. Like, I mean, they've done some of the original colors in the past. Like, what if they did all the metallic series blended into one, not just split half and half, but it's like orange metallics, purple metallics, green metallics, like each like a hint, like a checkered pad. I don't know, something they could have done it with. I don't know. Yeah, I just seems copy and pasty still, like nothing special. But
it's just
I'll probably be buying them. I mean, I'll probably be buying them unless these fragments are like $2,000. But the original, the other pair that we got leaked, I'll be buying those for sure.
Yeah, I'll go for both of them. But yeah, like you said, there's something wired in my head where it's like if a sneaker is way too hyped, I don't really want to wear it because I'm like, I feel like you're just following the wave, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I get that too. I remember Yachty talked about this a while back where he was like, I'll get every shoe and I'll wear them 5 years after they release when they're not cool anymore because then they're cool to me and you don't see them anymore. So that's like, I've started to think like that a little bit where besides like the stuff that I'm doing a wear test on, like the Nigels were brand new, but now I got the fresh pair. They're in the garage. They're going to sit there for 3 years and then I'll bust them out. Like I'm not going to do that, but it's like the Jordan 1 High metallic red goes for like $100. And I like that because it's like, I wear them. I have a extra pair in the garage. Like it's one of those pairs that I'm going to beat and wear all the time. And everyone's like, oh, this is only $100. Like, it's not even like a hype shoe. Like, it's not even cool, but like, I wear them all the time. So it's like, I don't know.
That's why I like what I was getting at more, or like low key collabs, because I like to wear my shoes.
Yeah, the stuff that people aren't wearing, like SneakerCon Phoenix. I wore the minted New York Sauconys for just travel, and then the event I wore the Chinese New Year Jordan 1 Lows, the red pair. I on DS them. So yeah. I mean, it's not a pair you ever see, but it's a pair that I absolutely love. So I'll bust those out every once in a while now that I've unDS'd them. But yeah.
Respect. Oh, we'll see. I'm sure those will both be, I don't know. I mean, the Fragment pair will surely be impossible to get, but the other one, I don't know. We'll see. But moving on, that new Anthony Edwards commercial, baby, that was good.
That was. It's funny because every time somebody posts, like whenever they post one of these, it's like, oh, this is like the peak. Like, this is funny. This is hilarious. But this was peak. So if you didn't see it, Ant-Man, Adidas, they posted a marketing video for the start of the NBA season. And it was him hooked up to a lie detector test. And it started off with like, is your name Anthony Edwards? And like the little lie detector stayed straight. And then it was like, are you an NBA basketball player? And it like stayed straight. And then they got into the tough questions like, did the Celtics have a hard path to the finals? And then he's like, nah, like the East is tough. And then the thing goes crazy, like he's lying. And then it's like, and then it was, I can't remember the other ones, but it was like, will 2K ever get your face scan right? And he's 2K is the best. And it's like going crazy. And then it was, when are we going to get the twos? And it was like, when it's time, like there was so many different things in it. And it was just like, it was really funny. I love the way they filmed it. Like, it's peak. I love it. Minnesota, man.
Yeah, dude. They have just been killing it. And I feel like, and unless I just missed it in the past, but I feel like since they've been going so hard on the Anthony Edwards Adidas ads, Nike, Jordan Brand, everyone else has sort of been trying to follow in their footsteps. Like
they're taking market share. I mean, they're making moves and they're actually doing it in a cool way where everyone else is like, oh, we need to catch up. Like they're killing it.
Because who did they was it Jordan Brand? I know Vince Staples was in it. Was it Tatum? It was like Staples and Tatum. But
maybe.
All I could
and I know he's now with the Puma team and they're trying to do stuff. And
yeah. And that's cool. But the entire time I was watching the one with Vince Staples, it was just sort of like Vince was sort of playing the character of like Anthony's best friend from like growing up and all the other past Adidas ads. And I was like, it was cool. I'm a huge fan of Vince, but I was like, it just kind of feels like you're trying too hard to make.
Yeah, it's forced.
Yeah. But the Puma one was good. That one I enjoyed. So we'll see what comes. I'm just happy they addressed the possibility of an AE2 because I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to happen at some point. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't happen. I just, there's so much more they could do with the one that I want them to do it. And maybe they go the route of the Puma MBL3s where they keep dropping 2s and 1s and 3s. And even though the 4s are out now and like they did that with Jordan Barrett, but like before we move on, let's keep these originals coming. And like, I want to fill the shelf up. Like I got all of them. Like keep them coming. Like I'm ready.
We'll see. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if they dropped, 1s and 2s side by side, all unique colorways, or drop like a 1 and 2 that are like the same colorway, but highlight the differences between the two, like there's so much they could do. They could do a pack and that would be dope. I'd be so here for that. But I guess we'll just wait and see. Like I say about it all the time, like we're still just patiently waiting. But we also heard about Ant's top 5 favorite AE1s. And I thought this was kind of interesting because most of these, what is it? I don't even know if you can get most of these or a lot of them PEs, which makes sense.
A lot of them are PEs. Shout out Des. Good article here. Yeah, ripping through it. Number 5, the 3SSB, the cotton candy pair for the Stripe Select basketball circuit. These were given to players. I actually have a pair. They're sitting on the shelf somewhere. In hand, yeah, they're gas. It's definitely one of the best. So I agree with him.
I would agree.
Number 4, the Timberwolves PE, the all lime green outsole with the blue upper, and it looks like a blue different type of material on the back, and then the blue side panel, white laces. I like these. These are pretty wild looking. Yeah, they never release. These are specials for him. Number 3, the Chromes. We are getting these in December, I think. But yeah, he was wearing them in the playoffs, I believe. So
yeah, those are cool.
Quite early.
I want those Chromes.
Team USA's this pair I was just talking about. I like it because it's got USA on the tongue tag on the inside. I love it because it's got the red underneath the blue. Like it's just a really good pair all around. Plus, got the white laces in here. I got to get some white laces because that looks sick. But
I just wish they came with extra laces, man. That's the hardest part.
I agree. Oh, cool. Yeah, I agree 100%. But apparently, his favorite is the Velocity Blues.
That caught me by surprise a little bit.
It's the one pair that I don't have right now. Mr. Al Baker has my pair right now, and he's cutting them up for a piece. So at some point, I will hopefully get that back. But I've been on the hunt for a size 11 for 4 or 5 months ever since I sent those off, and they never come up for sale. So
weird.
It's a pretty rare pair. I think there's not a lot of pairs out there, but it's definitely one of the boldest. But I love it. I love the all monotone with the tiny bit of green accents. So
it's just fascinating to me that none of like the original colorways were up there. Caught me by surprise.
With loves. I mean, Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's one of those things where it's like he's so used to seeing those. He's been seeing design images of them for years, and they've been trying like the With Love, like the original colorway, and he's like I love the Chicago Jordan one, but like there's a lot of other ones too.
That's true.
So I don't know.
True.
Plus all the PEs that he's gotten too. I mean, he had some like the gold medals he was rocking last night. That's a pretty cool pair as well. So
yeah, just cool to hear.
On top of the world right now.
I feel like we typically don't actually hear from the athletes being like, "What is your favorite shoe that you have?" You know, it's like cool to see. But
yeah,
fascinating.
Yeah, man. Cool on here. Doernbecher, we kind of talked about this a couple weeks ago about how the sixes got leaked. We finally got the whole selection. Shout out Soul Savvy. They were a part of launching this collection. Yeah, there's some cool stuff here. So let's go through it. Jordan Doernbecher 6, designed by Jillian Beagley, I believe is how you say it. Like an Easter Jordan 6. It's got some cool side patches that looks like it can go on. The see-through part for the breathability is hearts. It's got pastel pink, pastel blue, pastel yellow, pastel green, white, some gold on the back. It's got some "Sports are my joy" and writing on the insole. It's got a little initials. It's got a gold lace loop and tongue. So these are mismatched. These are pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think they're neat. Definitely a neat one.
I kind of briefed over the collection. I didn't look in depth, but you always got to look in depth on these because when you get a kid that has inspiration on it, they're thinking completely out of the box from what I would do on a shoe. Like the little heart detail, super cool. I would never even think of doing that.
Yeah. Now there's so many cool details. Double takes are necessary. Sports
give life on the toe. The jump man. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Cool. There's some cool stuff. So I like those. Yeah. Run us through these here. The Sabrina 2s.
Sabrina 2, designed by Sophia Jenkins. I haven't seen any of these, so this is fascinating. It's got like a tie-dye sock liner, which I think is really cool. Smiley face sock liner. Is that fur?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, wow. That's bold. I kind of like that, though. That's sick. And you have like the "Have a Nike Day" sort of on the outsole with the smiley face with the Nike swoosh through it. A pickle on the side. That's interesting. Dude, that outsole.
Like
that outsole looks so cool.
Outsole's got the smiley face with the bright yellow. I'm trying to think of what else. The back heel strong. Yeah, there's just a lot of colors going on.
Yeah, mainly pink.
This would look sick on the court.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. It looks like the outsoles are mismatched too.
Like I want to see Sabrina rock these in a WNBA game.
Dude, like she has to.
I just took down their links, but this is pretty cool.
Respect.
Pegasus 41. This is the first time we're kind of seeing a cool Pegasus. God, I keep getting the hard names here. Tima Sverdenko, maybe.
That sounds.
Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Yellow, red, blue. Cats. Loves the cats.
Oh,
March 4th.
That's crazy. It's got an actual paw print on the outsole.
There's a cat hanging off the swoosh. Yeah, we have a paw print on the outsole. There's a cat made into the laces. There's a cat on the toe box. There's paw prints on the toe. I mean, the details. The toe prints are reflective on the toe cap. So yeah, these are really cool. And if you're trying to listen to this and listen to our explanation of it, I apologize. We're doing our best, but you can tune into the YouTube Beyond Kicks Pod and subscribe while you're there.
Bang bang. No, that pair's
Air Max DN.
Air Max DN by Connor Casing. I love how these overlays blend together. So it's like this black mesh base with gold sort of. Oh, it's music notes. That's what that is. That's crazy.
Yep. Yeah, on the back. I know this because I literally just made a video on these Air Max DNs. On the back heel, there's usually an Air Max DN, but it says Air Connor, and then the little TN logo is actually a music note. Like, looks like the Apple Music. But yeah, it's got, instead of having those rubber notches, it's a music line with a bunch of notes on the entire upper in black and gold.
Wow. Dude, the details,
these are sick.
Crazy.
Step by step. Glow in the dark outsoles.
That's tight. I'm just that upper.
Yeah, if you're looking for detailed shoes, I mean, these are.
It's elegant.
Insane.
Yeah, no words. I got to see that pair in person. Honestly, all of these.
Yeah, exactly.
These are cool too.
Air Max Thunder by Quinn Nims. This is pretty cool. It's got that wave design, purple with a splatter print on the upper, more pastel colors. Really crazy looking outsole that looks like a geometry maze of some sorts.
Yeah. It's like
really nice leather. It's got like a Nickelodeon look on the tongue. Love the wave, the splattered air bubble. Yeah, these are very cool too.
Yeah. Very sick. It's very similar to like the Pata Air Max ones with those waves, but they're just more pronounced. Mm-hmm. I like it. Then we got the
Air Max 180. This is pretty cool. It's like an electric blue with a bunch of water themes. This is by J.K. Taylor. Jock Taylor, I believe. That's how you say it. It's got an electric print on the black part. It's got like a blue to green fade throughout the entire thing. Really vibrant glow-in-the-dark outsole. These are probably the most normal out of all of them, and that's probably why I like them the most. But they're sweet looking.
That's what I was gonna say. It's definitely the most subtle, but those are cool.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah. Very, very cool collection.
Respect. Just the amount of detail on all of these. It's like, it's mind blowing.
There's a lot to it, that's for sure.
Didn't they also do one that's like a super limited, like 20 pairs or something they're auctioning off, like an Air Jordan? I don't even know the numbers. I can't even begin to guess it. Air Jordan 25, 22.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Andy was there. That was crazy. I was so jealous.
Yeah, he was at it last year too.
Was he? I didn't.
Jordan
20. Yeah, that was.
Or maybe it was happy. I think he was there last year with Soul Savvy. Yeah, Air Max Air Jordan 20.
That's crazy.
20 years of the Doernbecher. Yeah, really cool.
Whew, that box, man.
That's very cool. So yeah, shout out the whole team there. I mean, they killed it once again.
Mad respect. Now back to some normal Jordan stuff. Air Jordan 3 Black Cat. I don't like these. I don't like these at all. I don't know if it's just the patent leather sort of like mud guard that goes across it or those leopard print laces, but I don't know. It's the mud guard for sure. And the midsoles like that patent leather look as well. It's just, that's not for me. I know a lot of people.
Not a fan of these. Not at all. This is ugly. Very ugly. Piano black. 3s out. Yeah. I'm not a fan.
I mean, if you switched up the laces, I feel like they'd be a little bit better, but that sort of glossy look on the midsole throws me off.
Yeah, not a fan of these. Not a fan.
Pass.
I just would never rock them.
I wouldn't either. Kids are going to love it. They're going to eat them up.
That's true.
And then
better 3s getting retro, the Pure Moneys, 2025.
Complete opposite of the last pair.
Yeah.
These are dope, actually. Is that elephant print on the overlays still? Yeah, it is. It's just more subtle. These are tight. This is a retro, right? Like this isn't the first time they came out?
This is I think so. Originally came out in 2007.
Oh, okay. That's why I haven't really heard of these. I'm like 2000. Why would I?
Yeah, I was 6 years old.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, these are clean. Metallic. Yeah, I mean, it looks like typical pure money details on the Jumpman and tongue and some of the lace accessory little deals, but it's nothing crazy. If you want an all white Jordan, I could see you rock it. Maybe.
I've never been a fan of these. I don't know.
If you like Jordan 3s, it's kind of easy. It's just all white.
True.
You could customize it if you're feeling spicy.
I'm not a customizer guy.
I wish I was. I just can't do it.
All right, break time. Let's talk about fire shoes you don't know about, part 3. Got passed back to me this week. Picked a good one. This is one that I didn't know about until probably a month ago. They did a recent collab, the Packer collab, and that's kind of what put me onto this model, but there's a lot of other ones as well. It is the Reebok Premier Road.
Those I liked.
So here is the Packer collab. Big fan of them. We talked about them. Retail's a little steep at $220, but very cool shoe.
I like it.
A lot to it. But then there is some other Premier Road models as well, and just Premier models itself. So here's the Premier Road 4s. Just a cool shoe.
Yeah.
I mean, very simple, I like the toe box a lot. I mean, overall, it looks like a New Balance or an Asics, but if you're looking for something a little different, that's $90.
What other?
You're not going to be in the New Balance.
Go to HBX and check out the Reeboks they have over there, because I think it's the same model, but the colorways are gas. They look like legit designer shoes, in my opinion. But I'm pretty sure they were on HBX. Let's see. Moment of truth. Is Seth lying? Dun dun. Yeah, dude. What? The ultras are sick.
Yeah, so I didn't even see these. Yeah, those are some insane layering there.
Dude, that was going to be my shoe for last week. I'm not even going to lie. So it's funny you picked it this week. But look at that. Get a pair of
these, dude. Those look sick.
They
look like Balenciagas almost.
They do. But there's just like the way the Reebok logo lays on the side panels, I just think looks so much more premium than it does on really any of the other shoes.
100%. Let me find this other colorway here.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah,
these are sick.
I mean, not many sizes on this website, but I'm sure you could find them around. Like, it's very unique.
100%. Yeah, there's some. Here's the Road Moderns. They do it my size.
That's not bad.
30% off.
That's crazy.
Still pretty steep.
Yeah.
For one of these, but I'm sure you can find used pairs too. Ooh, look at these lows. Reebok Club C's, the Futures.
Those look like loafers almost.
Those are crazy looking.
Or like a mock.
Yeah, there you go. Premier Road. We can get down a rabbit hole here, but there's a lot of cool colorways. There's a lot of cool models. Some of the more ultra models or the premium models are a little bit more expensive, but you can get the regulars for like $90. So
not bad. Tons of cool options. I'm here for it. What we got up next?
Different brands, different models. That's what we're looking at.
That's what excites me.
Kind of like these.
Oh, yeah. The Out of Office Concepts Asics Gel Kayano 14. We saw like a preview little snapshot of these a few months back, maybe a month or two. They're very loud, but I think they're kind of cool. It's just an all cream base on the Kayano 14 with this like red to green sort of gradient metallic look to them. I just think they look sick. Definitely loud, but
they're very cool.
It's a unique one, man. I'm here to start switching it up a little bit.
Very cool. Very cool.
Curious to see what the full if there is like a storyline behind it, because Concepts is like they kill it with their storylines. So I don't know what the deal is going to be, but it's called the Out of Office. So, you know, you're out of the office. Maybe you're on vacation. I don't know.
Yeah, they're cool. I'm not gonna lie, they're very cool.
The way those laces wrap around the shoe looks so cool in this photo.
The one who shall not be named took this photo.
It's not surprising.
I don't personally have a beef with him, but just fan of the work. Just always trying to rip others down, and this is my style. This is what I did. So, if you want to know what we're talking about, go back and listen to all the other episodes we've recorded.
Every one of them, and then maybe you'll decode what's going on.
Yeah, maybe you will. It's a long time listener little code here, but yeah, cool shoes. I like the fade, like the Fruit Ninja Asics.
Dude, that's exactly what it is.
That's the vibe I'm getting.
That's what they should have named them. And I like the concepts on the tongue. That looks cool too.
I bet they would have sold a lot more if they collabed this with Fruit Ninja.
100%.
And just said this is the Fruit Ninja colorway.
I'd be for it. I mean, why not? But moving on. House Studios, one of our favorites, back with Asics on the Kayano 20. And these are crazy, dude. And apparently they're stupid limited. And I'm upset about that because I want them just to try. So the other day, oh God, what's his name? John Bacchiad. I can't think of his last name, but the designer, basically the owner of House Studios, posted on his story the other day that these are going to be stupid limited. So of course I DM'd him and I said, "What do you mean by stupid limited?" And he said a few hundred. And I was like, oh. So it's going to be hard to get, but also like, I feel like this is such a hard shoe to pull off and wear. If you're listening and not watching, it's basically a standard Asics, but they took out the laces and replaced it with 3 Velcro straps. It's a look, man. It's definitely a look, but it's one that I would love to try and style, you know. I feel like it'd be fun, but definitely giving grandpa vibes.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. This is too far. This is too far down the rabbit hole. This Velcro looks so dumb.
But there's only a few hundred pairs.
I could care less. It's so dumb and ugly. If there was 10 pairs in existence, maybe I could get excited, but it's so dumb looking.
Dude, now I want them more. just
it's such a like
roll.
It's such an attempt at being like a fashion brand that's like Rick Owens or Balenciaga, where it's such a stretch. It's so like, this is so designer, and you don't even get it if you don't like them. And like, I don't get it. I don't like them. Grandpa shoes only got 1,000 likes, so people don't like them.
That makes sense. Do you like the black pair?
I don't know.
Black and white?
Nope. A little better, but no.
I feel like I like that one.
Only because you can't see the Velcro as much.
Yeah.
I don't like them, though.
It's a crazy one. I'm going to try for them. I doubt I'll get them, but we'll see.
I don't even think I'll... no, I don't even think I'll try for them.
I would love to see you rock these.
I'm happy with the House I got. I like the House Studios I got.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it at that.
Well, the ones you have are absolute top tier. So,
yeah, the best ones. Yeah, I'll leave it there.
Respect.
This is Never That. Back at it with New Balance.
I like these. I like these a lot.
The 1000s.
Yeah. We were talking about this last week. I tried for the Kith ones, missed out on that raffle. I also tried on the Kith Asics Kayano 20s we talked about last week. Missed out on those two. Lost the raffle. So this may be the first New Balance 1000 I get. It's nothing crazy about it, but I just think it's cool. Metallic and red. That's it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's subtle.
It's not bad.
That's why I like it. And it just looks like a vintage retro.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
Yeah, it looks like a 70s New Balance.
Mm-hmm. But it's cool. It's I think it's unique in its own way. Not much to even really say about it. Holiday 2024. We still really
there's like no info on it. It just says in the coming months.
We saw photos, I think, show up on Instagram yesterday or the day before, and I was like, "Oh, maybe we'll see." But I'm excited.
All right,
going for him. Moving on to something maybe a little more exciting. Awake New York, new Jordan Airship in the blue colorway, which
better than the first ones. I'll tell you that.
I agree. I was curious what your thoughts were on that, but I like blue, so these are a hit. I think they're cool.
It's better than the first one. Mm-hmm. I'll say that. I like it with the white laces. I don't like the alligator print, and I don't like the outline swoosh, but I'll take it. It's better than the first one. I don't know if I'll grab them, but it's better than the first one. That's kind of all I got to say about it.
The leather was so good on that first one, though. I don't know if you've held a pair in hand. I'm sure you have. You've been to multiple sneaker cons. I saw a pair at sneaker cons.
I've seen them. I don't know if I've held them, but I'm sure it's really nice.
Yeah, they look all right, and I like that A on the side. I think that's cool. I could spend that for like Atlanta.
Yeah,
you know,
you could just put a little TL.
Oh,
Sharpie, TL.
But I think
it's better than the first one. So that's kind of my take on it. I like the gum bottom. I like the sail midsole.
I just don't know why they waited.
I'm not as hot on airships as I was like a year ago, but I still like them.
I'm planning. I'm trying to think because like I want to keep one pair, and right now I have two. I have the Every Games and the Alma Manier, the black pair.
Keep Every Games.
That's what I'm thinking. That one's more, I don't know, just the style of it is better. But the black Alma Manier, I love wearing those to like the bars and like going out because it's just all leather. I can wear it, beat it up, spill a drink on it, and I don't care. You can get them for like $60, I'm sure. So I'm like,
they're cheap.
Who cares? But I don't know. I may keep both, honestly, just because they're comfy, in my opinion. But
I agree. Yeah, I have my tech grays that I wear all the time that I like.
They haven't done as much with the model as I had originally, hoped they would.
They did it, and I don't think people were as susceptible to it as they thought. So they just kind of, Same with the Mac Attacks. Like we got a few of those, and now they've kind of cooled off on those, which I like. But that's fine by me.
I agree. Oh, dude, DHL driver the other day was wearing a pair of Mac Attacks when I opened the door, and I was like, "Oh, sick Mac Attacks," and he was just like, "Thanks," and that was it. And I was like, "I tried. That's all that matters."
He probably doesn't even know what they are, but
he had no idea.
Pretty baller.
Yep. But it was cool. It's cool to see stuff like that. Moving on. Last pair that we're going to talk about. Minted New York, Saucony Endorphin Speed. I think we talked about these when we first saw like leaked images maybe, or maybe they posted them, but I think the release is right around the corner. So if this is a pair you want to get, would highly consider it. I think they look really cool.
I'm not a runner, so I will not be getting them.
Yeah.
And the blue is very vibrant.
So,
but it's clean. It's not bad. Mm-hmm.
I just want them to. I mean, the running shoe wouldn't have been my first pick, but also their content as a brand is like heavily into running, so I'm like, it makes sense for the brand.
Yeah, they have to do a running shoe.
Yeah, so I think it's cool. I, salute. I commented on this post, and Marcus liked my comment, so that was enough for me. I don't even remember what I said, but
there you go.
I think it was actually on the person we will not name, his post he did about him, which I think these are his photos too. So it's like
the Voldemort of the sneaker community. That's what
I like that.
We're gonna refer to him as now.
You hate to see it, but he brought it upon himself. You want to go over? Do we have any more of those questions from last week that we didn't get to? You want me to pull them up?
Let me find a couple. How about you find a couple and ask me?
That's
what I did to you last week.
Let's see what we got. Beyond Kicks Instagram. Let's go to the archive. All right.
Looks like your buddy Brian just got a big Haribo package as well.
Oh, really? Wait, Brian who?
He already got the video out, so he's beating you on that one.
Oh, well. Wait, Brian who?
Where?
Oh, yeah. I'm not worried about that. Shout out, Brian. Dang, there's some good ones. I don't even know which one to pick. I'm trying to read through all these that I think are good. King of Dead Air, dude. I don't even know. It's hard. Do you think any of these are worth going over right now?
I'm not even looking at it. I'm just letting you rip them. Just do one. Just do one.
From this year. Okay, what is a shoe from this year that you think will stand the test of time? Popular and remembered in, like 5-10 years.
The Jordan 4 Nigels. The RMs. Just the Nigels. I think I always look back at the Nigel, just his namesake. It's alone is enough for that to be a remembered shoe. Like I think back to the Nigel ones quite a bit, and those dropped probably 6-7 years ago. So
yeah, honestly, that's the best answer. I mean, aside from the AE1, like I know that will be, but
yeah, that's the way up. I was thinking that too.
Yeah, that's the easy answer. But the Nigel,
or the Mint of New York Saucony's, just because who knows how big their brand's going to get.
Exactly. They're blowing up, dude. I feel like that one's going to have some good lore behind it. Next question. I don't know if you asked this last week. I can't remember, but are there too many collaborations flooding the market right now?
No, I don't think so. I think it depends on who the collaboration's with and what companies. For example, the Donovan Mitchell Gummy Bear collab. Bingo. Nailed it. Killer. Nike Union. Jordan 1. Rinse and repeat. Not fun. Travis Scott Jordan 1. Rinse and repeat. Not fun. Saucony Minted New York. Love it. New. Interesting. Fun. That's my thought. I think there's good ways to go about it, and I think that there's bad ways to go about it, in a sense.
Yeah, I go back and forth on it as well, because I get it from the unique collaboration standpoint where it's working with a brand that maybe doesn't work, like Minted doesn't work with sneaker brands as much. So it's their opportunity to sort of tell the brand's story through footwear and their audience like that. But from a brand perspective, in my head now, it just seems super lazy. You're just relying on the next collaboration to get you hype or any media.
Yeah, it's for sales, pushing shoes for sales versus pushing shoes for storylines, like Under Armour and the Justin Jefferson shoes that I just reviewed. That's fun. That's fresh. The Bryce Harper Under Armour's that's fun. That's fresh. There's years of work that goes into that. But if it's just we know that this brand will sell because they have stigma around them, Fragment. If we put Fragment on anything, all the reseller hype pieces are going to get behind it. That's boring to me.
Yeah, same. Yeah, it just gets to a point where it's like, what is your brand even doing? Do you even have designers that work for you, or are you just outsourcing all the work? It's like, I want to know.
Yeah, why are we putting this out?
Yeah,
I don't know.
and that's why we've seen so many lackluster general releases from a number of brands. I mean, brands that I'm really into right now have been killing it with GRs, and I don't know, that GRs have been more exciting for me recently, and I love it. But
I agree.
yeah, and there's too much hype around collaborations. You can't even get most of them, which makes it annoying. But
yeah, depends on the collab, but
yeah, it's just a weird time. But yeah, I think that's it for today. Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
Let's call it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I'll have to submit some more questions for next week. I also have a ton of questions that are like banked from my stories, so I can dig.
Oh, there you go.
Week that I haven't gotten around to making a video for. So we'll do that.
You got to get on that.
Yeah. Till then, we'll catch y'all next week. Thank you.
Peace.